Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to your football predictions. And the Premier League is back this weekend. So it's been a little while since you guys put in your predictions from the last video, because obviously we had the FA Cup and stuff going on last weekend. So we'll have a quick look at my predictions from the last round of Premier League football. I thought Spurs would beat Arsenal. It was actually 1-0, not 3-2. I was spot on with Stoke and Brighton. That was a 1-1 draw, so one correct score for me there. Newcastle Man U. I was hoping Newcastle would grab the draw, and they went and won 1-0, so I was massively happy about that. Southampton-Liverpool, I thought Liverpool would win. They did. It was actually 2-0. So loads of you guys got your predictions in like normal, but one person got 3 correct scores out of 4. It's really not very often this happens, and that was Ciaran. So massive big up to him. I've put his YouTube link down in the description. Make sure you go and subscribe. I have already subscribed to him, so yes, well done to him. And remember, if you want to be shouted out in next week's video, that you get your predictions down in the comments for this weekend's round of football. I've got 4 that I'm going to be going through as always, and yeah, let's go through them now. So I'm starting off on the Saturday 3 o'clock kickoff. We've got Bournemouth taking on Newcastle. Unfortunately, I won't be going down to the game. It's very, very far, but that's not actually the reason. I'm just busy on Saturday, so I won't be able to make it. Big up everyone who does make the long journey down there. Newcastle are currently sitting in 13th. Bournemouth are in 10th. And there's 3 points difference, so Newcastle can move above Bournemouth, providing we win by 2 or more goals, because of goal difference. Yeah, so Bournemouth's recent form in the last 5, I mean, they beat Arsenal, they drew West Ham, they beat Chelsea, they beat Stoke, and then they lost to Huddersfield in the most recent game. So you've got to say, of those 5 games, they've had a decent bit of form there. They've beaten 2 massive teams. Newcastle's form in the last 5 games, we've drawn 3. We lost 1 that was against Man City, and then obviously we beat Man U in the most recent game. So I don't ever find that Newcastle play their best football when we're down the south coast. It doesn't seem to suit us. But with that confidence from beating Man U, I'm hoping we can get a win, but it's going to be a really tight game. I could very easily see a draw coming out of this one, but I'm hoping. Slimani still hasn't made his debut for Newcastle. He's had 2 weeks to hopefully get over his injury, so maybe we'll see him starting at the weekend. I'd love a 1 or 2-0 Newcastle, but like I said, I can feel a draw coming on, so I'm going to go 1-1. Next up, 5:30 kickoff. I've gone for the Watford versus Everton game. Watford are in 11th, Everton are in 9th, so they're very close to each other in the league. 4 points difference between the two. 2 teams that I think have both had their peaks and troughs this season, where they've had points when they've been playing really well and points when they just seem to can't get a point on the board. So it'll be interesting to see how these 2 teams do. Watford's last 5, they've won 1, drawn 2, lost 2, most recently losing against West Ham. Everton have won 2, drawn 1, lost 2, most recently beating Crystal Palace. So even in the last 5 games, their form is pretty similar. It's on TV for everyone to watch, so it's on a big stage. Again, I think it's going to be really close. With these 2 teams, sometimes it almost just feels like who turns up on the day. Watford are at home. It would be good if there was goals, because like I said, it's on TV. Hopefully I'll be watching it. I'm going to go 2-1 Watford. But like I said, I think that's another really close one. Next up on the Sunday at 12 o'clock, we've got Crystal Palace taking on Spurs. Crystal Palace are 15th, Spurs are in 5th. Spurs are only 1 point off 4th place as well. It's very, very tight. I think, yes, Man City have ran away with it, but around the Champions League spots, it's going to be very interesting to see who can grab that. Spurs' recent form are doing what they should be doing, which is also beating the teams that are around them. I mean, they beat Man U, they drew Liverpool, and they beat Arsenal most recently as well, so they're doing the right things. They're going to be hoping to go to Crystal Palace and win. I mean, Crystal Palace recent form, they've won 1, drawn 2, lost 2, most recently lost against Everton. Obviously, Crystal Palace are down there with the other, basically half the table, who are trying to not get relegated. And it's a home game and it's a derby, so form sometimes goes out the window, and I think Crystal Palace could definitely give Spurs a good game. Obviously, on paper, you would give the win to Spurs, but I reckon it's going to be a good game. Saying that, Spurs should be going there and winning, especially if they do want that Champions League spot. It's very important. We're getting near the end of the season now. They need to be winning as many games as possible. So I'm I'm going to go 2-1 Spurs. Like I said, I can see Crystal Palace getting a goal. And I think it will be tight, but I can see Spurs edging it. And finally, on the Sunday, 5 minutes past 2 kickoff is Man U taking on Chelsea. So Man U are in second, Chelsea are in fourth. There's 3 points between them. So like I said, Man City are gone, and then everyone around there is... It's a big game. And like I said, I think most teams are in the top 4 are, you know, beating the lower sides or supposedly, well, Chelsea aren't at the minute, that's their problem, but to be beating the teams around you is a massive step up in that chase for Champions League. I touched on it there, Chelsea, so last 5 games they drew with Leicester, they beat Brighton, but then they lost against Bournemouth, and then lost against Watford, and then beat West Brom, so no offence to Bournemouth and Watford, but if Chelsea are winning that top 4, they need to be basically winning as many games as possible, especially when it's so tight. Man U beat Stoke, beat Burnley, lost to Spurs, beat Huddersfield, and then lost to Newcastle, which was nice for me. But like I said, will Mourinho go defensive? Would he rather take the draw because it means he's not losing points on Chelsea? I think a draw may suit both teams, but realistically, to get that edge over the other team, they should be wanting to win it, which is going to make for a good game. As for a winner, it's too boring to say a draw, although I really have a feeling, I've said that for all the games in this prediction. I'll go Man U, I'll go 1-0. I don't know, there could be loads of goals, there could be no goals, I don't know, but just because Man U have got the home advantage, I think I'm going to stick a 1-0 on them. And that is it, guys. So I hope you have enjoyed the video. Those are my predictions up there, so make sure you get yours down in the comments below. As always, I go through everyone's comments before the first game kicks off, which is Bournemouth versus Newcastle at 3 o'clock. So if you put in your prediction in after 3 o'clock, it won't count. But I'll go through everyone's predictions and shout out the winner in next week's video. As I said, unfortunately, I won't be at the Bournemouth game at the weekend, so just hoping Newcastle can do a job down there as well. And I haven't mentioned this yet, but we also have Liverpool coming up in 2 weeks' time. Sarah, my girlfriend's present for me was actually to go down and stay in Liverpool for the weekend, for the game. And because I am useless and unorganised, I didn't get a ticket. So I'm going to be down in Liverpool without a ticket to the match. So if anyone does have a spare ticket that I could buy off you, I'm not asking for it for free, I'll happily pay for it. Please feel free to you can comment down below or even message me on Instagram, that would be easier. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you've got a ticket, let me know. But yeah, comments down below, subscribe, like the video, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.